Hey everybody, welcome back to Rocket Sloth. My name's Ben. I'm going to be y'all's host for the day. I'm still working on the entry, but bear with me. So I think I might have messed up. If you could tell by the thumbnail, it got a little crazy. But we had to know what was inside these things. But no, for real, there was a reason that I took this one apart, and because it was having some issues, and we weren't quite sure why. So we just needed to look at it and just confirm that everything was tight together and secured down, and there were no loss of connections. So thankfully that wasn't the case. Everything was tied up just right. But that did make me think of a video that I need to make, and that is like things to look out for that I've come across since doing this. And I've got rack after rack after rack, and so I can keep pulling these out, but I'm going to stop there because I'm going to end up dropping them all. But guys, there are some things that I'm learning, and so I don't only want to share the successes of my journey, but I also want to share the fails, because I feel like that could save y'all a lot of time and money. And I know not all of us are in it for the money, but definitely time is a crucial part of this, and you don't want to waste too much of it. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Y'all know how we do it. We go through the main numbers whenever we start out. So let me go ahead and switch to the screen here, and let's run through some things and see what the Helium verse is looking like. So we come to helium.com, go to the Explorer page. We now have 62,000 hotspots, and if y'all have been through this before and you don't want to watch this, you can just skip ahead a couple minutes, and then you'll probably be at the juicy part. The blockchain's up to 890. I think that's like, I don't know, almost 10,000 more than what it was. Consensus still around 22,000. Let's pick just a random consensus person today. Let's go to the sunny state of Florida. See what this guy's doing. I guess next time I'll pick somebody outside the U.S. All right, let's go to his activity. All right, it looks like he's been on consensus for a while, so he ought to have good returns right now. Look at that, guys. Look at that, 130 H&T for the day. Woo! And that's like, he was making nothing until he plugged that in. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. He hit the lottery, but good for him. I'm happy whenever people win, so we won't hold it against him, but good for him. And next, we'll go over this new Helium Explorer page that they have. But scroll down. You'll have the map if you want to go to it. Election times are up a little bit today. Block times are a little slower today. The current price has dropped a little bit. It was around 13 something, and it's starting to trend down. I'm not worried about it. Data credits, guys. I think somebody told me that this might be billions with a B. I haven't had that confirmed. Only one person just speculated, so maybe that's 128.13 billion data credits have been passed through in the past 30 days, which is excellent. Let's see that go up. Let's see it get higher and higher. Y'all can see the clock. The countdown is coming. 41 days, 5 hours, 20 minutes, and 45 seconds until the halvening comes. As of the recording of this video, make sure you YOLO your miners. Try to get some coins out there, or at least try to hit a consensus. Who knows? Today could be your day. So that's pretty much it for the numbers. I just want to click on this real quick just to give you all a view of it. This is their new Explorer page. It's very intuitive, very clean looking. Hats off to the Helium team who's putting this together. I'm super excited to see this come out. You can zoom down into something. I'm just gonna pick a random spot here and click the hexagon here, and it'll tell you how many hotspots are in there. And you can click on the hotspot that's in there, and it'll give you the metrics of the hotspot, the activities, rewards, beacons, all that good stuff. And it'll show you, like, it's very intuitive, guys. I suggest if you haven't played with it, go play with it. It's really, really, really good to use. So that being said, I want to get to a few things. I'm decided that I needed to pull apart that hotspot, and just so y'all know, this is the other one that you'll see in the video that was that was put together next to it. And just so you know, I did get it back together. It is working fine now. It's making H&T, and on the blockchain, it's all good to go. So don't be scared of taking your hotspot apart if you know what you're doing. But if you're not tech savvy, like, make sure you phone a friend to assure that you're not going to brick it by, you know, shocking it with static electricity or anything. So if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it without consulting a friend. If you do know what you're doing, I suggest at least pop the hood and see what's under it for a few reasons. One, I had some that were having issues and we couldn't figure out what was going on. We started out with the normal RaK antennas and we weren't getting any signal. A couple days went by. We were like, well, what's going on? So we changed the antenna. A couple days went by. Well, what's going on? Well, then I decided to pop the hood, and I realized that when they put the top on the miner, right, this is your exit there, they squished the antenna wire and caused some damage. I don't know if I can get that to, I need to get a better camera. Guys, y'all need to suggest me a good camera for this thing. But anyways, if you could see it, it's got some damage in the wire there. So I do suggest y'all check your wires, make sure they're good. Let me go ahead and just drop in the video here so that way y'all can kind of see what the inside of it looks like, and that way I don't have to explain every part. And then I'll be right back, okay? All right, everybody, I just wanted to take a few seconds. I know I'm filming the video, but this is after I took it all apart. I just want to go over the parts real quick. This is a full RaK. You can see it all put together. And this is the one that I was taking apart. Let's start with the Raspberry Pi. Got the Raspberry Pi. You can see nothing great. It's got the power, 2 HDMI and AV port. You can see it covered. The AV keeps you from sliding out the bottom, so don't try. If you take off the covers, you'll see the 2 HDMI, or the 2 USB ports, or the 4 USB ports, and the Ethernet. So nothing really special there. Then you see all the screws. You can see the these ports right here, what covered up the USB. So you got 2 of those. On the back side here, if you peel off the tab, you'll be able to see that the SIM card goes in right there. So I just I pulled out the 3 little rubber pieces in the tab right here, and it houses the 32 gig memory card. So once you get all that, you will have the RaK breakout board here, and it'll just slide right into place. Boom, just like that. Once it's in place, then you've got the most important part, and that is the concentrator. And this is what makes it, this is why you can't make it yourself. You have to have one of these to actually make it a miner that can mine H&T. And it'll just slide right in there, doop, and then you'll screw it down. So let me get this back together, and then I'll show y'all what it looks like before it gets housed up. All right. Oh, by the way, I would not recommend doing any of this because you can damage it, and this one's already having issues, so that's why I'm taking it apart. And you can see my professional tools that I was using. So, but I just wanted to show everybody, because I know, oh, this is the antenna cable. This part connects to the RaK breakout, and this is the part that we attach our antennas to that sticks out the side. But I just wanted to take this apart so I can show everybody kind of what the inside looks like, so you don't mess up yours. So hang tight, let me get all this back together, and then we'll go from there. All right, so that's pretty much what it looks like. So I'm trying to go off memory actually what I said, because I recorded that last night, real late, and I'm pretty sure I went over all the parts. And guys, it's just important to just look it over. Some of them, I'm working with some customers where the main breakout board didn't even have screws in it, and that's a known issue. And so when they go to push the Bluetooth button, it just falls apart. And you have 2 choices: either send it back to RaK and wait for them to try to fix it, or try to figure out how to fix it yourself. If you need any help with that, let me know. Put in the comments. I can try to help walk you through it. It's very, very easy if you know what you're doing. It takes just a few minutes. So guys, I hope that's helpful. Let me go on some other tips and tricks here from my installs that I've been doing. Some of the issues that I had was making sure you have the right equipment. Make a list. I don't suggest promising the customer that you're going to be able to install it the same day. I've been doing consulting, showing up first, doing a 30-minute walkthrough. If I can suggest them to put it in their attic and I don't have to do anything, I'd rather do that. Least invasive to most invasive. I have a customer right now where I show up, I tell her, hey, let's start it in the window seal. If that don't pick up anything, we'll move it up higher into the attic. If that doesn't pick up anything, then we'll try moving it outside onto the brick, because the last thing I want to do is damage your house or put holes in it, whatever you want to say, and then figure out it's still not going to work and have to remove it all. So do least invasive to most invasive. And whenever you show up, that also gives you a chance to kind of get your eyes on the scenario and figure out, all right, here's, if we go outside and on the rooftop, here's the materials I'm going to need. And I'm finding out that the outside cable, the LMR 400, 200, 300, whatever you want to use, it's kind of hard to get it over here in the US. You can't really find the spools, but I did find a company. Let me find it here. I did find a company here, McGill Microwave Systems. Man, they've got great stuff for helium. Go to the helium page here. They even have a full just installation kit here. It comes with the wires, the brackets, the antenna. They make great antennas that are within 10 megahertz of the 915 signal. So a lot of them that you're going to see are like 100 difference between the 915 megahertz, which means that they're looking for everything in that range. This one's looking for more just the 915. I recommend y'all trying them. They're just really, really good. You can also get the cable from them, and you can get 400 or 600. You can also message them on Discord and on the official Helium app, and they could probably hook you up with something else, but they have all the different settings. You pick which kind of length you need, and it's really good to go. So guys, I suggest y'all really go check out this site. I would say tell them I sent you, but I don't have any affiliates or anything. This is just me using them. Their antennas are really good, guys. Make sure you buy the right one for the right area you're in. So that's all I'm going to say about that. This video is already going a little over 10 minutes, so try to hurry it up. Last but not least, on the software side of things, if you guys are interested in the IoT devices and what Helium really does, I suggest y'all go check out the hackers.io and essentially at the project part, because they've just got projects after projects of people who are actually using these sensors for things in the real world. So if you're wondering what is Helium for, like, this is it. These are the sensors. These are the things that it does. It's just page after page of different things that you can look and make. And a lot of it, they've got the instructions on there to build it yourself. So if you're curious in that and you want to know, why do I want a hotspot? What's this system going to do? This is it. This is what it's for. Some of it's really fun stuff to do just for the heck of it. And some of it, they have good, let's see if I can find it. They have good, well, let's go expert. They have good things, good real world cases. I saw some medical stuff in here, robots, airplanes. Yeah, just a lot of things you can think of, prosthetics. Like, this is real good stuff, guys. So I suggest taking a look at that before you get too deep into things, and it kind of gives you an overall understanding of how things work. But guys, that's a real quick turnover that I was going to do here for this video. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. If I think of any more problems or anything that I've run into, I'm going to try to drop them in, because like I said, I want y'all to learn from my mistakes and not waste your time. And guys, until next time, this is Rocket Sloth. I'm Ben. Please hit the like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.